COVID-19 does not seem to be going anywhere right now, even with the vaccine. So what I want to share today are just 3 things that you want to consider as you're working with couples during the pandemic. Hi, I'm Jodianne Rowe, founder of the Event Certificate, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them up-level and streamline their online marketing. So today, what I really want to talk about are 3 things that you need to share with your clients when they're booking you during the pandemic, right? Because the pandemic doesn't seem to be going anywhere just yet. So the first one is your cancellation policy. Here's the thing. So many things are changing rapidly. Like, I'm in Toronto and we were out and about in the summer. It was lovely, it was fun. And then we're back in a lockdown. And from the looks of it, we're going into an even deeper lockdown in a couple of days. So how do you work around that? Well, with everything changing, you do need to provide customers as well as like any potential clients with your cancellation policies. When the pandemic started, there's so many brides to be or couples that just got caught with venues that were canceling. They didn't know what was happening. They were losing deposits, right? Because a lot of companies weren't really communicating this. So if someone's booking you during this time, ensure that your cancellation policy is clear, that you review with them, and that there is no confusion happening should something be changed. So if they need to change their wedding date, they know if there's a consequence or not. Now, I recommend not penalizing couples right now since everything is fluctuating really, but to ensure that you at least lay out what the options are should they need to cancel or change anything. Second thing that you need to share with your clients is your working process during COVID. Yes, this is going to change somewhat. I know planning a wedding is planning a wedding. It's always going to be the same. But during a pandemic, something's going to be different. You're now working with different vendors who might have different policies of their own that they've adjusted during the pandemic. So be sure to relay that to your customers. Will you be following up with the photographers for them to clarify certain things? Will you be checking with their vendors to see what their safety measures are in place? And how will you be relaying that information? Will you be getting copies of contracts or any kind of schedule or confirmations from them? How will you also be relaying that to your clients? How will they know what has changed and what's going on? So review your working process. They need to be aware of how you will be communicating with them, what steps you'll be taking to work with your vendors, how you'll be communicating to vendors what needs to be done in terms of the COVID policies, and how you will be keeping them and their guests safe. But with that said, the third thing that you need to communicate is your safety measures. Yes, we're in a pandemic. COVID-19, it's kind of serious. So you need to be explaining your safety measures to all your clients, especially if you're responsible for a lot of things in terms of the venue or any kind of food management. You need to communicate that. So ensure that they know, will you have any stations set up in the venue? Will you be working with the venues to ensure that all the staff there are masked? How will that be taking place? Will you limit the amount of people in each room at any given time? Will that be the venue's responsibility? Will there be a temperature check at the door? You need to outline your safety policy so that there is no confusion, clarity all the way. But if you do these 3 things, I promise you, any wedding you plan during this pandemic will be as smooth as anything before. Well, close to. But it's important that you relay this to your customers. It will help them feel more relaxed, feel more in control, and make you look even better at the level that you've gone to ensure that their event is safe and well taken care of. Now, if you have any questions, be sure to drop them below and I'll answer them for you. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.